Psychoanalysis theory. The psychoanalysis theory involved an elaborate study on one person. The main analytical method used by Freud was case studies. The case studies were meant to analyze and find the key factors that initiate the general behavior of an individual. The main assumption is that one case study can be generalized and be applicable to many others. However, case studies tend to be highly subjective, meaning that their application may not be applicable to other. Critics argue that this theory is merely concentrated on personal past experiences that cannot be generalized. Moreover, many of the concepts in this theory are not quantifiable or measurable. The strengths of the theory are that it included experimental psychology and is still influential in psychology today. Behaviorism theory. The theory on behaviorism, which is also known as behavioral psychology, is based on the assumption that most individual behavior is acquired through conditioning. This is as a result of the daily interaction of an individual with the general environment. Conditioning occurs in two parts that are the classical conditioning, where a stimulus is paired with response, and operant conditioning, where this type of conditioning tries to relate behavior to reward and punishment. The main critics of this theory is that the theory has a single approach to behavior and that behavioral theories are not entirely responsible for changes in moods, feelings and thoughts. The strength of this theory is that it has its basis on the observable behavior, hence easily quantifiable and easy to collect data. Humanistic approach. The humanistic approach, on the other hand, is focused on individual potential, hence creates an emphasis on self-actualization methods. This tries to explain the general assumption that individuals are innately good and that social problems are the causes of deviations from this nature of being good. This theory has shortcomings in that it is seen as generally being subjective, since we cannot really tell when an individual is fully actualized, since the actualization is dependent on the individual's own assessment. Moreover, the method is seen as not measurable or quantifiable. This theory has its strong points on the fact that it has an individual approach, hence an individual is the main determining factor on the state of mind. This theory also tries to relate the influence from the general environment to individual behavior and experiences, and research has also established that this approach has eliminated the stigma that is often attached to therapy. With regards to the psychoanalysis theory, a 26-year-old mother who has 3-year-old twins may feel guilty as a result of her predicament. This is because she will concentrate on the unconscious mind, hence she will apply thought and feelings that are outside her conscious awareness. In the behaviorism theory, the mother will feel guilty with regards to the daily interaction that she has with the environment. However, the humanistic approach would make the woman feel empowered depending on her own assessment whether she has fully actualized her goals and objectives. Study Corgi can help you make your studies smarter. Visit studycorgi.com for more samples like this, study tips, and writing tools.